Hey guys, welcome to today's reading. We are going to be looking into what is going on in the collective of divine masculines and divine feminines in twin flame and divine soulmate connections. Alright, so if you watched my previous video, which was actually specific for those of you involved in third party or karmic situations, I was talking about how the divine feminines, or a lot of them, are being led to believe that union is never going to happen. All right, and that is okay. That is okay. There's a higher purpose to that, and it's only to help you to detach, because some of you that might be a little bit stuck, it's kind of like you really need to believe that in order to be able to find the better version of yourself, to really, you know, accept yourself and be okay with or without this connection. All right, and that's gonna take, you know, you really accepting yourself and being okay with you 100%, not needing to depend on somebody else in order to feel fulfilled. Is it okay to still want your divine masculine? Of course, that's a completely different thing. So this might not be true for all of you, but if you feel like you might resonate with this, you might want to watch the intro part of that video. Okay, it's just 7 minutes, and regardless of whether you're in a third party situation or not, all right? And a karmic can be a situation. It can be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, all right? And I also want to say that there are a lot of you who are detaching, all right? And you still might be seeing these events happening that are just making you think like, wow, you know, so I guess it's done. Yeah, that's Oliver. Don't mind him. Yeah, and for some of you, you might not even be aware of anything going on because you just don't need that right now, okay? So the universe and spirit, they will know what it is that you need at the moment, all right? So it's kind of like just accepting things for what they are and going along with it, okay? So I'm not going to try to convince anybody that union is going to happen or that union is not going to happen. You know, it's different for everybody. There are different situations. It's just, that's just a different thing, okay? So I'm just going to look at what is going on as well as what is coming up in the near future. All right, so with all of that said, let's actually get started and see. So we're going to be looking at the masculine's energy first, and then the feminine's energy, and then what is coming up. And also, some of you left me some really sweet comments in the previous video, and I just want to thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys, more than you would even know. Alright, so let's see. What's going on with the masculines in the collective? Was that one? Well, we have strength. Well, that's interesting and positive. Let's see what else. Just get a couple more and then we'll get into the tarot. Alright, so we also have new direction and we have balancing the scales. So this is actually pretty positive, and if you have some crazy stuff going on in your situation right now, or if you're finding things out about your masculine, well, this might seem a little crazy to you. Alright, but things aren't always what they seem. Whatever it is that they're going through, alright, this is what is going to help them to find that strength in order to turn towards a new direction of balance, alright? We have new direction and balancing the scales. I actually see this also as resolving karmic issues, right? It doesn't have to be with other people. It could be from themselves, all right? Or just, it doesn't have to be a third party. It can be anything, but just resolving some karma. And so in that way, they are balancing the scale. So certain events might be happening for them that to you might seem like, wow, that means, you know, they're never going to come around. but it's not necessarily true. These events might be happening in order for karma to be balanced in their lives. Closing out chapters and then being able to head into a new direction. All right, so let's see. So let's see what's going on with them in general, just anything in general. Alright, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Star. Alright, so see, there's whatever it is that's happening, there are some events taking place that might feel really, really off. It might it seems like they're not in alignment, possibly. But we have the Star here at the end. This means it is divinely guided. There is something that is happening in order to balance out the scales, as I said before, in order for them to heal. There's a lot of movement right now, a lot of action, just a lot of something. Just a lot going on is what I'm getting here. A lot of movement. Possibly in the wrong direction. But it's kind of like, if that's happening, if this is movement in the wrong direction, it's happening so that they can actually hit that dead end and go back the other way towards that new direction and find that strength in order to do it, all right? Because they have the Star here. Let's see. We are going to clarify. But let's see first what's going on in their headspace when it comes to the connection with their divine feminine. That wanted to jump out. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Emperor. So this is how they're seeing you as this Queen of Wands. So they still have that attraction to you. They still have that desire for you. It's like they still have that longing to be with you. And I feel like it's very, very deep, actually. However, for a lot of them, they feel like it's a lost cause. They feel like they've either lost you and that there's just no getting you back. But it's interesting because I see them standing in their power here. It's like they're seeing you. They're seeing you and themselves, as something that could have been. So in their headspace, they are, when it comes to you, they don't want to lose you. And for a lot of them, they feel like they already have. And it's like they're having this sense of, all right, I need to get control here. Let's see, we are going to clarify that, of course. So let's move on to their emotional space. Death. The Four of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, they're feeling a shift. So this could even be that they're feeling that you are moving on. They're feeling a loss here. They're feeling a loss here. I feel it feels like some of them might not even be discouraged, or they might just feel like, oh, this is a lost cause anyway, so I'm just gonna head in the wrong direction or do crazy things. It's like they feel like they've missed this opportunity. And for a lot of them, it's not like they even chased that opportunity when they had the chance to, or when they could have. But it's kind of like it's this thing where it's like it's lurking in their minds, like it keeps lurking, like they keep thinking about it. Wanting to take control over their situation, but then it's kind of like they it's almost like they think, well, it's a lost cause anyway, it's done. Divine Feminine's moving on, so I've already lost, kind of a thing. But what I'm seeing here is that this is pushing them to step into their Emperor energy. This is what is giving them strength. And emotionally, they're just feeling tired of themselves. So let's clarify. Let's see that Knight of Wands. That movement that's going on. I feel for a lot of them it could even be impulsive, reckless behavior. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so some of them might actually be just really diving into things without thinking, just putting too much on their plate, like just doing things that they probably don't have the skills to do possibly, or things that they just don't have the time for. And so they're trying to really juggle a lot on their plate at the moment. And a lot of this is actually escapism. Let's see what else. Yeah, the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, so a lot of them might even be doing something new, something different, something... Again, actually, the Ace of Wands actually came out in reverse. And so I'm getting, yeah, like I said before, some impulsive behavior that could be reckless, and probably they didn't think about it too much. I feel like whatever it is, it's something that might not really be in alignment with them in general, but it's like it's in alignment at this moment, because this is the universe intervening here with the Star to help to get them on track. So whatever it is that's going on, it's actually serving a higher purpose for the both of you, not only for you, as I said before. Let's see. See this Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So yeah, this is them feeling like, you know, that you might have given up. This might even be, it's like just an energy of giving up in general, or that things were just moving too slowly. And so therefore they have lost you. So it's kind of like they know this. They know that they were either not moving at all, or they were moving very slowly, and that for that reason they may have lost their chance here. It's like they feel like either you have given up on them or that you won't want them anymore, or it's like they have this sense of giving up on themselves, which is causing them to have some erratic behavior, or it could even just be in their way of thinking. It could even be just the people that they are associating with. It could be even in their work, like just really obsessing over their work. It could be anything. It could be going back to an addiction, going back to some kind of an obsession. But I really want to see this Emperor though. Let's see the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? The World. See if there's anything else. The World, the High Priestess. Let's see these two. The King of Wands and the Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. Like I said, all of this is serving this higher purpose. So I do feel like this reading is really, it's really revolving around the points that I made in the beginning of the video. And I think that it was, it was going to be that way, all right, from the start, because this is just what I've been seeing going on, at least from the personal readings I've been getting, which have been a lot lately, and what I've been picking up on in general. So I feel like a lot of my viewers resonate with this, and this is why it was bound to come up, and I pretty much had that in my mind anyway, all right, from the start, to see what is going on with this type of a situation. So this really is divine intervention here, all right, with the World right under the star, no less. So this is the closing out of certain cycles, whatever it is that is not in alignment with their higher self, whatever it is that has been a cycle that the masculines have been repeating over and over and over again, right? This is the universe stepping in and helping them tap into their intuition, listening to that higher power to help them step into that Emperor type of an energy where they can take control over their lives and overcome those challenges like the King of Wands. And I feel like this is Page of Swords being in reverse here. This is at the same time them actually wanting to really know what is going on with you. It's almost like because they feel like the situation is lost, or that potential with you is lost, this is leading to them wanting to take control over their lives, close out those cycles, and at the same time possibly be watching you from afar if you're in no communication. And even if you are in communication, they might not really be letting you in on this, all right, with the Page of Swords being in reverse here. I feel like they might not be communicating the truth to you. They're not showing it to you. All right, so I do feel like this energy right here with the Emperor is actually a future energy, okay? This is just what it's showing us the purpose of what is going on right now. And actually this would be the result, all right? But, or the goal, let's put it that way. This would be the goal of what is happening right now, the purpose. But that doesn't mean that they're not already in the process of that. Okay, because I'm getting that they are, if this is showing up here. All right, so emotionally, right, we have death. Let's actually clarify that. This also talks about a transformation. All right, so we have the Five of Swords and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so them feeling like this is done, even if they are telling themselves that this is done, this is deceptive. This isn't real. I feel like it's just a way for them to cope, or it's just a false belief. It's just something that's not true. And for some of them, yeah, it's just deceiving their own self, right? Just to help them cope, as I said. And this, with the Hermit being in reverse in this way, together with the Five of Swords, I feel like the fact that they feel that this is done is also causing them, it's also causing them this negative type of behavior or energy or whatever it is. It could just be a way of thinking. It's interesting because it feels like this death of the potential of your connection is causing both. It's causing both them to act in or think in erratic ways. Like it's pushing them in the other direction, but at the same time, that's serving to actually push them forward in the positive new direction. It's both at the same time, okay? Let's see this Ten of Wands. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Right, and Justice in reverse. Yeah, so emotionally they're feeling a heaviness right now because they're not over you. Because even if they are suppressing their feelings, the feelings are still there. All right, the feelings are still there, and they know that things are not balanced. They know that things are not right. And actually, this card here, like I said, it is like the Justice card. Okay, if you can see those images, they're very, very similar. However, here we have Justice in reverse because this is what is weighing heavy on them. This is what is so exhausting to them. The fact that they can't get over you, yet they still can't get their lives right. Right? They're trying to get over you, or they've tried. It didn't work. Things were off balance, and now it's just getting to the point where it's just very, very exhausting. All right, leaving them in this state of unhappiness, feeling like kind of helpless is what's coming through. Helpless and just feeling a lot of pain. And so this needs to happen again, in order for them to have that strength to move in the new direction. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the Femmies. So, of course, my throat's going to start acting up funny when I get these types of messages out. All right, let's see. Going on with the feminines. All right, so we have differences and we have oath. So I feel like this could even be two different things. This is you seeing the difference between yourself and your divine masculine. Kind of like beginning to see how different you really are in how you approach things. And I feel like that actually makes you appreciate more. And that actually makes you feel like you have this oath, you have this vow to your own self to do what is right for you and to do what is best for you. And it's like you feel like you're doing that. You're staying true to whatever your oath is, even if it has something to do with this connection, whereas you feel like they are not. And I feel like you seeing that difference between the two of you is actually playing a pretty big role here for you. Let's get one more from this deck, just to be consistent, because we did get from this deck for the masculines. Oh, and we have commitment. All right, so this could be two things. For some of you who really still want this commitment with your masculine, right? You want that oath for that commitment. It's like you don't want to settle for anything less. And for others of you, this is you feeling like, you know what? No, I'm putting my own self first. I am firstly committed to myself and prioritizing the commitment to myself, to not allow something that is less than whatever, fill in the blank. All right, so let's see what's going on with the femis. Well, that's interesting. We only got one card out. Let's see what else. All right, there we go. We have the Fool in reverse, we have the Star in reverse, and we have the Two of Wands. What is going on here? I'm actually seeing this as you losing hope. We're going to clarify, we're going to see, but I'm getting the sense that you feel like you're just really losing hope for this connection because you feel like there's just nothing new going on in your direction. It could be that for some of you, you're also at some kind of a crossroads where you're thinking or you're waiting before taking some kind of action. I'm seeing this kind of like as a hesitation. There's something you're hesitating for, either concerning this connection or not concerning this connection. We'll see. Let's see what's going on in your headspace. Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Swords. And then the Hanging Man together with the Six of Wands. I'm feeling some resistance in the energy of the cards actually for you. What are you resisting? What are you hesitating? I feel like you're being, okay, you're being guided to do something, possibly to make some kind of a decision, and I feel like you're hesitating. Like you're resisting that urge. Not urge, that guidance. It might be something that's a little bit scary. Maybe it's pushing you to do something that you're unfamiliar with, jumping into the unknown, something that might be a little bit unexpected, and so you don't feel prepared. For some of you, again, it's going to be something completely unrelated to your divine masculines, and then for others of you, it could even be, you know, the actual letting go, like jumping away from this, you know, maybe moving to a different city so that you can get away from the situation and kind of put your mind at ease. Maybe it's quitting your job if you work together with your masculine. I don't know. Maybe it's just to completely cut off contact. Maybe it's to burn, you know, old letters or photos or stuff. Whatever it is, I feel like you're being guided to do something and you're hesitating. It's like you have that little bit of back and forth about whether you should do it or not do it. But deep inside, you know the truth, right? And I feel like whatever this is, it's going to move you towards aligning with yourself at a higher level. But it's kind of like you have this energy of waiting, with the hanging man being right under the Two of Wands. It's like you're procrastinating a little bit. It's not necessarily bad that you're doing that, because maybe you just want to really let it sink in. Maybe you really want to think about it first, and that's fine too. But I feel like, you know, the longer you wait, it's just, you're just procrastinating your victory here. Yeah, I don't even think we need to clarify, because it's going to be different for all of you. But this is the main message coming through. All right, let's see what's going on emotionally for the feminines. The Six of Cups in reverse. The Five of Wands. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to release things from the past. For some of you, it could even be that inner child wounds are being triggered at the moment because of what is going on with your divine masculines. And let me just actually clarify something. It doesn't necessarily have to be that they're doing something very negative, all right? It could just be anything. I feel like something is happening, though, that is triggering you. Even if it is them coming back. Or contacting you. Whatever the case. I feel like you on some level are being triggered. And this might relate back to your childhood wounds for some of you. And then for others of you, this is really you trying to let go of the past with your masculine, or just trying to release the connection, but it's causing you a little bit of conflict. Almost like you don't, like you want to let go, but you don't. Because you know how much you're going to miss them, or you already miss them. But I do see here you kind of trying to sneak away again with this Seven of Swords, trying to walk away, but it's bringing you some conflict. And that's why it's in reverse, because it's like, because you have that hesitation here. But again, for a lot of you, there's a hesitation that is concerning another area of your life. But in some way, it is related, all right, to this journey with your masculine. Alright, so this card just kept wanting to come out. I kept trying to put it back in. You probably couldn't see it down here, but I was like, I was pre-shuffling and it kept flipping over. I was trying to flip it back in and then it flipped out and it came out. So I'm just going to take it, and it's the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this is what is conflicting you, trying to find that independence, trying to really find your own self, trying to really be fulfilled, happy, feeling abundant, even if it has to do something with work. Independent, being on your own and feeling really good about it, taking really good care of yourself and just feeling really high vibe while being independent. I feel like that is like your goal here. but it's not easy. And you might even have other people actually trying to counter your efforts, trying to keep you down. All right, let's clarify this Seven of Swords. And now we have the Empress in reverse. So what is keeping you from really getting to that place where you can be that Empress, right? Like that Nine of Pentacles, really finding that abundance within yourself and really finding that self-acceptance, feeling like you're in your power, I feel is that hesitation. Again, that hesitation to walk away from whatever it is that you need to walk away from and do whatever it is that you need to do. Anything else here? We have the Hermit. All right, so I'm taking this as guidance to really go within, right? Allow yourself to be alone, you know? Allow yourself to really focus on you and what it is that you want and what it is that makes you feel happy. What is it that fulfills you? What is it that you really want to do? And then it's kind of like, you know what? Just do it. Go after it. Take that first step. Because it's not always easy to do, right? But I'm getting that that's the message here for you. All right, so let's actually see what is coming up. So for the masculines, what is coming up in the near future? The Page of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands in reverse. So this is for the next week or 2 weeks, okay? 1 to 2 weeks approximately, from whenever you watch this video. They're definitely learning. All right, they're going through a hard time, as I have pretty much been saying throughout this reading, because of their own self, because of their own decisions, and the divine is intervening now, right? So I feel like this is actually working to help push them to the right direction here with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, really taking care of themselves, really having to go through whatever it is that they're going through in order to learn how to take care of themselves, which would mean going in a new direction, balancing the scales, whatever it is, working on their self-worth. Okay, those things are going to be learned throughout this process. With the King of Wands being in reverse, I feel like, yeah, it's a work in progress, all right, when it comes to really overcoming or really completing this lesson that they're currently learning, all right, which I do feel has to do with strength. I feel like that is their biggest obstacle at the moment, all right, but it is a work in progress, as I said, because it's all happening to push them towards this Emperor energy, and that is what they're working towards. All right, so let's just see what else. All right, so we have the two of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands in reverse. So here's the thing, they're avoiding this connection or moving forward in the connection currently, but that's because it's like they're working on their own stability at the moment. They have to stabilize themselves first. And so I'm getting here with the Four of Wands being in reverse. Yeah, they're at a place where they're not very stable, all right? I said that from the very beginning, that it's kind of like they have to go through something that is like off of alignment with themselves in order to get back to alignment, but stronger, all right? That's what they're going through right now. And so it feels like during this process, they're not, with the Two of Cups being in reverse, it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean anything like that, okay? This is just what is coming up in the next couple weeks. It's that they're not coming forward and approaching this connection yet, okay? In the next week or two, all right? Please understand that. Because I get some comments sometimes and it just feels like, you know, some people don't understand that this is for the next week or so. So if you don't like this, and your masculine actually comes in the next week or 2 weeks, do let me know, right? Or if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. You don't have to, you know, get all feisty about it. Just watch another video, all right? I'm not being negative. This is just what I'm seeing. Next week or so. All right, so as I was saying, yeah, they're working on their stability and on becoming more consistent and stable, and out of that disalignment or weird type of behavior or way of thinking. So I don't see that as being negative. I actually see that as being very positive, that they're moving towards that King of Pentacles here. All right, let's see for the feminines. Oh, we have the Page of Pentacles for you too. Very first card out. I love that. Ooh, Judgment. And the Chariot. Wow. Well, you know what? The Femmies, whatever it is that you are learning, your lesson, you are like flying through this course. Like straight A's here. Wow. So I love that you both have the Page of Pentacles as your very first card here in the near future, because that shows me that you're both learning the lessons here. You're both getting on track. However, you are also having a lot of insight into your own self. You're having a lot of breakthroughs, awakenings, possibly even self-acceptance, which is what I was talking about before with the Nine of Pentacles here and the Empress. All right, this is you actually moving in that new direction already. Whereas I feel like your masculines need to go through this phase here of like just chaos in order to start moving in their new direction. You're already taking that new direction here. Very clear. All right, let's see if there's anything else or just any messages for you, because yeah, this was really clear and really, really positive. Let's see. The Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Swords in reverse. All right, so as guidance here, I feel like something here about that new beginning, or taking up some opportunity, something, right? Something that you're feeling pushed to do, that hesitation. I feel like that hesitation, or whatever it is that's making you second guess your own intuition here, is deceptive. It could be a test. It could even be a result of being triggered. Any of the above, or anything else along those lines that you feel is right for you, okay? Just take it as it resonates, because it's going to be different for all of you. I can't get more specific than that. But there is something here. There's something that you are hesitating on, and The Spirit right now is giving that message to stop hesitating and actually start doing. Okay, take that action, take that first step here. Anything else that's making you hesitate is just trying to keep you back. And again, as I said before, it could be other people trying to hold you down. You know, screw them. Go after what your heart is telling you and what you feel you're being guided to do. All right. I think that pretty much sums it up. All right, so let's see. Final messages, if this was resonating. And please don't forget to give me a like if it was. All right, we have round and round. So, yeah. This is all about the cycle that's happening right now, all right? And I feel like it's also like a precaution, like, you know, you have that ability to break the cycles. And I feel like a lot of you already are. And I feel like that is what came up actually in the previous reading. Last week, it was about breaking the cycles. And I feel like that is what is happening right now. And actually, this card did land in reverse, even though I don't read reversals for this deck. But let me just get one more. Yeah, I actually feel like the masculines are actually the ones repeating a cycle right now, like having to go back to some kind of chaos in their lives in order to come out stronger. It's not going to be true for all of them, but right? You guys know that it is general, but for the ones that I'm doing this reading for today. All right, that's the group that I'm tapped into. Whereas for you, I feel like you've broken that cycle and it's just a matter, or if you haven't, I feel like you're sitting like right at that edge. It's kind of like it's like a circle and you've carved the slit to, you know, cut it, break it, and escape it. And it's like hanging by like one little thread. And for some of you, maybe that is what that hesitation is, slicing off that last thread in order to break that cycle. And that could be what this Fool here is asking you to do. Let's get one more. Between Worlds. Yeah, I actually feel like this is confirmation to what I just said. All right, this is you having one foot in the cycle and then one foot out of the cycle. And Spirit's like, just chop it, just slice it already and get out of the cycle, right? Don't go back. Finish it off. Like you've already started doing that. Why stop now? Why hesitate? Or again, you know, you can apply this to some other area of your life. All right, so I'm actually going to leave it at that because I feel like those were the messages that were meant to come out. The masculines are doing their own thing. They're going through their own phase. They're going through their own cycle at the moment. It is pushing them towards healing and towards balancing the scale so they can move in a new direction with more strength. Some of you might be being led to believe like this is never going to happen. That's okay. You know, believe that. Allow yourself to believe that. Take it as a test. Allow yourself to believe that and see, so what? So what if we never come into union? You can still have your victory. You can still be this Empress. You can still be this Nine of Pentacles. You can still do things. You know, take your life in your hands and move with this Chariot. Break that cycle. All right, guys, those were the messages. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Much love.